The girl who won the competition last year onto the asymmetric bars. This girl really emerging, and with work like that, no wonder. There are 2 moves off the men's high bar, the catcher followed by the Delchev somersault, and then the krantz roll. In the first 20 seconds of her exercise there, 3 tremendously difficult elements. And giant circles also from the men's, and then a straight single twist somersault to finish with. The gymnasts, of course, in this competition, having to cope with music from the floor exercises going on at the same time. It's such a... Now, the girls seem to be involved in a trial for these European team places as well. This Albina Shishova. And that is the Yurchenko vault. Yurchenko, also competing in the competition, had that vault named after her. Watch, very unusual, this, the Arab spring before she hits the springboard. At one time that was outlawed. Now it's part of the gymnastics scene, and then backwards onto the horse, and a full twist in the 1.5 somersaults off it. And she scores 9.8. That's a tremendous score for her. There it is, at 9.8, and Yurchenko now has to follow that. She'll be doing the same vault, the girl who invented the vault. Now, can she do it better than her teammate? And there we see it. A little more lift, a little more push, and the landing, therefore, just that much more secure. Let's watch the strength of this girl, the thrust she gets off the top of the horse. Completed her twist thoroughly, a very good landing. And Yurchenko scores 9.9. As if to say, anything you can do, I invent. Lu Xin Li from China. This girl would almost certainly have finished in 4th place, being the first foreign competitor behind the Russian girls, had she not made a mess of her floor exercise. But some tremendous work from the other nations, as well as the Russians. And the Chinese look like posing the biggest threat to Russian supremacy in the World Championships in the autumn. So this Russian audience, very, very intent to see what new elements, because that's where they've really scored, producing a new approach to gymnastics. Very difficult free cartwheel there, taking yourself outside the line of the beam, and therefore very difficult to land it securely, but she's a very confident performer. And there the gainer somersault to finish, and 9.55 for that beam, only bettered by Yurchenko and Mostapanova. Slav Rostorotsky, the famous Russian coach, looking at his newest protege, Natalia Yurchenko. Rostorotsky, been around nearly 20 years now. He's coached world champions Ludmila Turisheva before, and Natalia Shapushnikova, and now great hopes for his newest girl here, Natalia Yurchenko. Yurchenko comes from a little town right up inside the Arctic Circle, but she's gone down to Rostov-on-Don, where Rostorotsky's gymnasium is, which is down by the Black Sea, and she can train there all the year round in much greater comfort. Unlike a lot of the Russian gymnasts, she's a big, strong lass, very good on tumbling, and there, whip back, and a step out there, but she had a whip back somersault followed by a double back somersault. We've already seen 2 double back somersaults in this routine. It could well be that we're going to see 3, and that really is something for ladies gymnastics. worst score she's had so far in the competition, 9.7 on the beam. That's an indication of the sort of work that we're seeing. And there's plenty of strength there to finish off with that double back somersault. 3 double back somersaults in that routine. She scored a total of 39.2 out of a possible 40, and that gave her an amazingly easy win.
We bring you the